Imagine a world where genetic diseases are a thing of the past, where crops can withstand harsh environments, and where humans can enhance their physical and mental capabilities. Genetic engineering holds the promise of eradicating diseases and improving human capabilities, but it also raises the ethical concern about playing God and its unintended consequences. I am qualified to discuss this subject because I'm a mechanical engineering student with extensive research in biotechnology and genetic engineering. Today we'll be covering the history of genetic engineering, its current and potential applications, and the ethical debates surrounding the genetic modification of humans, animals, and crops. Now, to get into some brief history regarding genetic engineering, some early discoveries and foundations, according to a 2017 book by Paul Berg and Max C. Singer titled Genes and Genomes, the foundation of genetic engineering were laid in the early 20th century, with the discovery of a structure of DNA leading back to 1953 by Watson and Crick. Development of genetic engineering technologies in a 1980 article by Cohen and Boyer in the Proceeding of National Academy of Sciences detailed the development of recombinant DNA technologies, which allow scientists to cut and paste DNAs from different organisms. Some milestones in genetic engineering: the first genetically modified organism, also called a GMO, a bacterium engineered to produce insulin, was developed in 1978, which revolutionized the treatment of diabetes. To my next point, pros and advantages of genetic engineering. Genetic engineering has the potential of eradicating genetic diseases, according to a 2018 study by Dr. Jennifer Doudna and Emmanuel Carpenter in Science. CRISPR/Cas9 technologies can precisely edit genes to correct mutations responsible for conditions like cystic fibrosis and sickle cell anemia. As far as agricultural benefits, genetically modified crops can increase food security by being more resistant to pests, diseases, and environmental stresses. A 2016 review by James Kritiger in an annual review of plant biology found that GM crops have significantly increased yield and reduced pesticide use, which is very important. Human enhancements. Genetically engineered holds the promise of enhancing human capabilities such as increasing intelligence or physical abilities. In a 2019 article by Saloiescu et al. In the Journal of Medical Ethics, the author argues that genetic enhancements could improve the quality of life and human potential. Now that we got into some pros, let's get into some cons and disadvantages of genetic engineering. Ethical concerns. There are significant ethical concerns about playing God with genetic engineering. According to a 2020 study by Sandel, in the case against perfection, altering the human genome raises questions about human identity and natural order. Another point is unintended consequences. Genetic modifications can have unintended potential harmful effects. A 2017 article by Domingo and Ginny Bolanaba in Critical Review in Biotechnology highlighted cases where the GM crop we previously talked about led to unforeseen ethical and ecological impacts, such as the development of superweeds. Inequality and accessibility. There's a risk about genetic enhancements could exaggerate social inequalities. There's a 2019 study by Cousin in Nature Biotechnology argues that only the wealthy might afford genetic modifications, leading to a new form of genetic classification. Now, in conclusion, genetic engineering holds immense promise of eradicating diseases, improving human capabilities, but it also brings significant ethical dilemmas and risks. Today we have explored the history of genetic engineering, its advantages, and ethical, practical concerns it raises. As we advance in genetic engineering, it is critical to balance innovations with ethical responsibilities, ensuring that the technologies benefit all of humanity without compromising our values and natural heritages. Thank you.